Now I'm going to give an introduction to Spring. What is Spring? Why we use Spring? Main concepts of Spring, such as inversion of control (IOC) along with a dependence injection pattern (AOP), aspect-oriented programming. These two are main concepts of Spring framework. Then we'll discuss Spring framework architecture and its modules. Okay, let us start with the introduction part. What is Spring and why we use Spring? Spring is an open source framework. It was created to address the complexity of enterprise grade Java applications. It's an open source, lightweight inversion of control, IOC, and aspect oriented container framework, because IOC, inversion of control, and aspect oriented programming both are main concepts of Spring framework. It makes the GT development easier to use. At the same time, or it supports good programming practice by enabling POJO based programming model. The core features of Spring can be used in any Java applications. You can use core features of Spring in your desktop applications or in your Java enterprise grade applications. But there are some extensions for building web applications on the top of Java Platform Enterprise Edition. So Spring is not a persistent framework or a web application framework. So earlier we used struts to it's a web application framework, then Hibernate, it's a persistent framework. But here Spring is a framework that provides that integrates all kinds of Java technologies and APIs. It's a modular framework. So you can Spring can be used for all layer implementations of your real-time application, or it can be used for a particular layer of real-time application. In your enterprise Java applications, the business layer is used to transform the persisted data. So business layer is very important for your enterprise grade Java applications. Spring provides a lightweight inversion of control (IOC) container to run the objects implementing business logic. In other words, Spring framework based business objects don't require an application server to run. So this is because Spring provides lightweight inversion of control IOC container to run the objects implementing business logic that were previously only possible with EJPs, enterprise job in components. So Spring is an alternative to EJP. It is not an alternative to J2E or Java Platform Enterprise Edition. Spring supports POJO based programming model. So Spring is a lightweight container for developing enterprise grade business applications. I said it supports POJO based programming model. So it allows you to develop Java applications from POJOs, plain old Java objects. And it provides enterprise services to the POJOs. So it is an alternative to EJP. So it's a lightweight, comprehensive framework for developing Java applications such as enterprise grade Java applications or desktop Java applications.